Hi everyone, welcome to 2025. If you don't know me, my name's Delilah, aka Assassina. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my top 10 most anticipated games of 2025. And I'll also, of course, do some honorable mentions. I feel like 2025 is going to be grand. I hope all these games get spread apart so that I can really enjoy all of them and not have to worry about the next thing. But so far, February looks pretty stacked. All right, my number 10 is Judas. Ken Levine is bringing back a Bioshock type of game, which, if you don't know, is one of the most iconic first-person shooters ever and is still pretty revered. Hell yeah, Ken. Thank you kindly. Number 9 is The Outer Worlds 2. The first Outer Worlds was one of those games that you play non-stop, and then before you know it, it's 3 a.m. The world and lore are super intriguing and quirky. The dialogue with the companions are really good, and in some ways, this series is starting to make Fallout-type games a bit better than Bethesda Softworks is doing. Number 8 is a game that was actually on my list of my most anticipated games of 2024, but it got delayed, of course, so hopefully it actually comes out this year, and that's Little Nightmares 3. These games are twisted little side-scrollers with a spooky aesthetic and lots of fun puzzles. I wonder what 6 is on about now. I hope it comes out in like September and October so that I can really get into the spooky Halloween mood. Number 7 is a game that was recently announced at the Game Awards 2024, and that's Split Fiction. I love Hazelight Studio games, including A Way Out and It Takes Two. These games have the most creative ways to work with another person to beat the game. The other person doesn't even need to own the game, they get a key, which is really nice. I love how these games introduce new, fun, and creative gameplay mechanics throughout the game so nothing goes stale. I can't wait to play this game with my partner. Number 6 is a game that's coming out really soon, which is Monster Hunter Wilds. I spent many hours playing Monster Hunter Worlds in 2018. I even almost got the platinum before I exhausted myself trying to get all of the gold crowns and gave up. I'm so excited to slay more monsters, and hopefully Monster Hunter Wilds won't have those stupid RNG trophies or objectives. Who wants to squat up? Number 5 is a game that I feel like not a lot of people are looking forward to because they didn't like the first game, but for me, I really enjoyed the first game, which is Death Stranding 2 on the beach. I think a lot of people didn't like the first Death Stranding game, but I actually adored how weird it was. The story is really good, the graphics are amazing, and the boss fights are kind of sick. It was so cool seeing a AAA game with kind of indie sensibilities. I'm wondering if Kojima Productions will entice players who didn't like the first Death Stranding by decreasing the walking and backpack simulator elements in it. I remember they added an expansion to the first Death Stranding which added vehicles and a bunch of other more Metal Gear Solid type things to the game, and I'm wondering if that brought more people in and made people more excited for part 2. But if you were one of those people who didn't like Death Stranding 1 and now you're looking forward to Death Stranding 2, please let me know what you think. Number 4 shouldn't come to a surprise to anyone, and that is Elden Ring Night Rain. I mean, From Software, bro, they're just not taking any breaks. And like, it's From Software, you know, despite this game seeming like a complete deviation from what we're used to, there's no reason for me to doubt that From Software will deliver in some kind of positive way. Even though Night Rain seems more like a roguelike game that's focused mostly on co-op, I can't imagine that they'll let me down. I mean, they haven't thus far. It's also kind of nice to see them branch out a bit and not do the same thing that they're used to. And, you know, Souls fans once doubted the open world format, and it really delivered with Elden Ring, so why not try this? Honestly, this would be higher on my list if it was a typical Souls-like game, but I also kind of need a break from those games. Like, From Software has been releasing them pretty quickly, and then other games are releasing actual good Souls-like games, so why not something different? Let's try it out. Number 3 is Ghost of Yotei. Ghost of Tsushima remains one of the prettiest games to explore. All the bright colors of flora, fauna, and trees, meditative music, using the wind as your compass, fun samurai combat with optional Kurosawa aesthetics, and most of all, an interesting story, an amazing story that had you make difficult decisions. Ghost of Yotei plays with a female protagonist on the land of Yotei long after the events of Tsushima, which appears to have a more Western aesthetic. I'm excited to get back into it, and the aesthetic seems really cool. I hope that this new protagonist is as cool, if not cooler, than Jin Sakai. Number 2 is a game that I'm really jonesing for. Like, I love these types of games so much. And that's Doom: The Dark Ages. Metal music, kinetic gunplay, demon slaying, and some of the most playful guns in gaming ever. I love Doom games so much, and the new gun additions seem really fun. I'm ready for more. You guys know what number 1 is, right? Like, you shouldn't be surprised. I think it's like maybe 90% of all gamers #1. I was a little hesitant to put this on my list because as of this recording, there was a post that said there's a rumor that this game might be delayed till 2026. And while I'm more than willing to wait for this game to come out, and if it comes out in 2026, it will also make my #1 that year, it just makes me a little less excited to put this on my list because I feel like it's gonna get delayed now. And that game is GTA 6. This shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone considering the success of GTA 5, which spawned an entire 3 generations of success and still has high steam in player count and sales. I've loved this franchise for most of my life, and I'm ready to do some real degenerate shit in Florida while watching probably some of the best weather effects in gaming, period. I mean, look at the weather effects in Red Dead Redemption 2. They were fantastic, and I kind of really hope we have a hurricane. Also, you saw them hair effects? Like, damn, that's nice. Oh yeah, and we're playing as 2 characters, a Bonnie and Clyde type situation, which is really, really cool. We've never played as a female in GTA, which should be really, really fun. Although I feel like for a lot of people, they feel like GTA might be going woke. Like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? This is Rockstar. Damn, the trailer song is so good. So that's it. That's my top 10 most anticipated games of 2025. Let me know what your most anticipated games of 2025 are in the comments. Wouldn't be surprised if a handful of these games get delayed. It always happens with every single list that I make, but this is what I'm going based off of with games that had trailers that said coming out in 2025 or whatever the case. So I hope y'all have a great 2025 and take care. Bye!